Hey, everybody, welcome to the Creating Character Podcast. This is a podcast about growth and building yourself out when you're already halfway down the road. I thought about that on the drive over here, and I was like, that kind of is what this is. We talk about how you start new motivation, you maintain old motivation, and you keep things rolling when you're already 50% of the way down the road. My name is James Willems, and I'm joined, as always, by my co-host and friend, Scorpio Sky.
My name is Scorpio Sky, and there is absolutely not tequila in this drink.
No, there isn't. But if there was, we'd want them to sponsor us.
That's right.
Sky, you got back from a pretty wild trip. We alluded to it in the last episode, but now you've been on it. So tell us.
Yeah, I'm back. You know, I was thinking about this yesterday. This may have been the fastest turnaround I've ever had in my entire career. For traveling so far. Like, I think everywhere I've been where, like, I went to Australia years ago, and I think I was there 3 or 4 days. Maybe even 4 or 5. Went to China, was there for like a week. Every time Japan was like over a month. Every time I've gone someplace for like where I'm traveling 10 hours or whatever, it's been at least a few days. This was a day and a half.
Wow.
And I felt it when I got back.
So a day and a half all-in trip.
Land in Scotland Tuesday evening.
Which is direct from L.A. or?
Went through Amsterdam. L.A., Amsterdam.
Okay, L.A.,
Amsterdam to Scotland was like an hour and a half.
Okay.
10 and a half hours to Amsterdam. So, land in Scotland, get to the hotel Tuesday evening. And then leave 6 a.m. Thursday morning.
Wow.
So really short turnaround. And that's what I'm saying, where I was like, by the time I got home, I definitely felt it.
Yeah.
I think I'm still getting over it.
That's wild. Not a lot of opportunities to taste the delicacies of Scotland then, huh?
You know, one of the meals we had, what I love about traveling internationally is that they give you the meals on your flight, and the meals start out from wherever you're coming, you kind of get like an American meal, and it feels like it transitions as you go to more of their type of food. And so, like, at one point on the flight, they gave us a meal, and it was like a breakfast, and I think you had like bacon and like what was like a pancake and shrimp.
Oh yeah,
and stuff. It's just like, what shrimp?
Toss some shrimp in there. Yeah,
I never thought about having shrimp with pancakes. This is interesting. Yeah, it's weird. The food is not good out there.
Okay, all right.
It's not good.
Haggis. That's all I know.
Everyone talks about. I don't think I had any haggis. I don't even know what it is.
I haven't been to Scotland. I have been to Germany, and I like to try and enjoy all of the different types of foods that are specific to that place. So, and it was years ago, but I remember when I went to Germany, I saw there's a restaurant and it had blood sausage, and I was like, well, I got to have some of that.
Blood sausage.
It wasn't very good.
Doesn't sound good.
But I'm glad that I tried it. And a lot of blood I noticed they were like, you know what? We could just use the blood as a marinade, as a sauce. We can use blood as anything. Just fill it up with a casing and then pinch it off. We got blood sausage, baby.
Pinch it off. As always, we are also joined by our producer, Eric Bedore. That's a weird transition to your intro, but how are you feeling about the blood sausage?
I had to look up what exactly haggis was, because I think it's the thing that we all know. It is containing sheep's pluck. What do you guys think sheep's pluck is?
Isn't it an organ? Isn't it? It's not liver.
Sheep's pluck.
It's. I know that haggis is like the large is it like the large intestine or something like that? It's like a piece of. You would identify it as that's an organ that you would not think to eat, right?
Sheep's pluck is heart, liver, and lungs, all minced.
Yeah, there it is.
With chopped onion, oatmeal, and spices put inside of an animal's stomach.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm good.
That's it.
Unsubscribe.
I get that. You did go out a little bit and you did eat some stuff. And was there anything that you enjoyed while you were in Scotland? Going out, having a good time, having something, a little bit of time to yourself?
The old fashions.
Oh, okay.
I
see.
Those. Yeah, I liked the old fashioned.
Yeah.
They had a great old fashioned at the hotel bar. Actually, the last night I was there, I can't remember the name of the place. It was called like Gilo's or something. and I ordered this burger. It was called the Godzilla, I think, and it was like a triple stacked burger. It was incredible. It actually had flavor. It was spiced. It was amazing. And the first thing I thought was, whoever owns this restaurant is not from here.
Oh, yeah.
They are an immigrant for sure from somewhere else, because this much flavor is not native to this place.
I'd like to meet the chef, and a Korean man walks out.
Gotta be from somewhere.
Wow, that's incredible.
Not Scottish.
The thing about haggis, I don't hate it on principle. Everything he described, I go, well, we eat all kinds of parts of animals. Or I do, I'm an omnivore. I eat all parts of the animals and you can make anything delicious. There's tons of stuff that you wouldn't think would be good. We have fried chicken, and the skin is sometimes the best part. You wouldn't ever think that would be the best part. The problem is that description sounds to me like leftovers.
Yeah.
This is they had just butchered this lamb or sheep, and they said, what can we not use, or what can we throw? What do we have? We're starving. I was like thinking about starving humanity foods over the years. What do we have? What can we do? All right, we'll figure this. Chicken feet. Right. We'll eat the feet.
Yeah.
We'll eat the feet. Who cares?
That's weird.
We're
pig
hungry.
Feet.
Pig feet. Yeah.
My mom ate pig feet.
Oh,
We're
okay,
from the
this
South.
is a question that I've had for a little while. You're talking about starving human foods, and this is something we haven't really broached as people worldwide. We're eating a lot of chicken eggs. Why aren't we eating lizard eggs? A lot of lizards out there.
The industry of it, I'm sure, is part of it. Also, do lizards lay non-fertilized eggs? That's another question. I don't know this, but that may be the answer. I don't think lizards just drop eggs.
You don't think
Chickens
chickens
do.
out here dumping eggs?
Chickens do just dump eggs that aren't necessarily, So I think that might be the issue. Lizards might need to have the actual process take place to make an egg.
Okay.
Someone check that for us.
Then let me ask this.
Okay.
If I had a bunch of lizard eggs and I could guarantee they were unfertilized lizard eggs, would you eat some lizard eggs with me?
You can guarantee it? I mean, I guess I would.
I wouldn't.
I don't know.
Wow, you wouldn't even try a little lizard egg?
Nah, I'm good.
Have you ever had alligator meat?
I think I have.
So
I think I have.
That's just a big lizard egg.
I don't remember. I've had snake. A big lizard egg.
It's essentially just a really big, like a 40-year-old lizard egg, right?
Remember some episodes back where I said I've been seeing bear attacks on social media? I'm changing the subject here. I have been seeing a lot more bear or not so much always bear attacks, bear encounters.
Yeah, on social media?
Yeah, on TikTok.
It's because it knows you want it.
Dude, so many bear
Probably
encounters.
because every single time you like it or you watch the whole thing, so it's giving you
watch
more.
the whole thing. Yeah, it's a lot of people like hiking, and then they'll run into a bear, and they're just like, "Hey bear, hey bear,
Hey bear, that's what you do.
That's what you do."
Yeah, you get large and you say, "Hey bear,"
bro,
because they know what they are.
It's crazy.
They know that they're bears.
Yeah.
So when you say, "Hey bear," they go, "He's talking to me."
That's a weird thing. It was just like, if you feel your life is in danger, just say hello.
Yeah,
just greet them.
Yeah, hey bear.
Hey bear.
What?
That's what they do. They do it just like that. Hey bear.
That's what you're.
There was
supposed
a
to
really
do.
funny one though. It was like a man and female, and they were like, "Oh bear, oh yeah, what a bear! Today is bear."
You think of, in Fight Club? Have you seen Fight Club?
Yes.
You know when Tyler Durden is explaining how the sheet works in an airplane and how they're all calm. None of this is designed to actually protect you. It's just designed to give you a false sense of security, so that way you don't scream as you're plummeting to your death.
Yeah.
That's what Hey Bear is.
Yeah.
There's signs all over Los Angeles that say if you see a coyote, get big, get loud.
Yeah.
And in my neighborhood, I've seen so many coyotes.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be walking my dog and there's just a pack just going down the street. And there was several times where I've seen a pack of them and they're walking towards me and I get big and I get like, I put my hands up and go this. They look at me like, the hell is your problem? And they just keep going with their, it does not affect them in the least.
Doesn't work.
Doesn't work. No one cares.
You brought up flying. I'm gonna change again.
Great.
Here, we're gonna jump around.
Okay.
It's gonna be that
It's a
kind of
segue.
day.
That's fine.
So I've always wondered if your plane was gonna go down,
Okay.
would they tell you? And I had a friend that was a flight attendant, and so I asked her. and she said, we would announce we're going to make an unplanned landing. And I was like, wow.
Well,
an unplanned landing.
Yeah, because no one thinks they're going to die. So the pilot loses all control, plummeting to the earth. In their mind, they're thinking, I'm going to save this plane.
Yeah,
as the earth comes lightning speed towards them, they're still pulling back on the rudder.
You have to be very confident.
Why would you say, it's over, say goodbye, make your phone calls?
Well, they make you, don't they make you face down and they tell you to kiss your ass, but goodbye.
I guess.
Pretty much, right?
Yeah, I don't know that that's the reason, but yeah.
You got to be a very confident person to be a pilot.
Yeah.
They're very confident. And one of the things you noticed is, like, they probably love it when people clap at the end. You know, there's like a stigma to that, but they probably love it.
I don't mind that.
They're probably in their cockpit like,
you goddamn right. Do you have any idea what I just achieved?
Yeah. I just
clap for me.
I made sure none of you died. You happy?
I love movies, as you know, but I don't love when people clap at the end of the movie unless it's a screening for the cast and crew. Because who is it for?
I don't know.
It's to a screen. They can't hear you. It's not a play.
Yeah.
This didn't unfold in front of you. None of the people involved are here. You don't need to clap. So I hate the clapping at the end of a movie as someone who loves movies, but I don't complain about clapping in an airplane because that person just landed a 20-ton thing out of the sky. It's incredibly impressive.
And I love how like the pilot always, like, he comes out at the end. It's like the performer coming out to get their roses, and like he comes out and everyone walks past. They're like, "Oh, thank you so much," and he's just like, shaking his head.
The no big deal.
Yeah,
every pilot is always hanging out there like, no big deal, no big deal. Yeah. My mental health is in the gutter, but hey, that was no big deal for me. My wife left, but that was no big deal.
I was always afraid of that too. Like, I don't want the pilot that just that walked in on his wife banging his brother or something like that morning, and it's like, I what do I need to live for?
We have gone so far off.
Yeah,
topic,
I know. We're way out.
I want to do one more part of this conversation. Have you seen Flight starring Denzel Washington?
Of course I have.
Okay, just making sure.
Yeah.
How do you feel? He was drunk and saved everyone's lives. Is that okay? Should we punish him for that? You're on the jury. Do you punish him for that?
I think because and then there's another element to this is that when he went to trial, he got drunk again and had to do coke.
Mini bar.
Yeah,
he had to do coke to be straight to bring himself. Yeah. So I mean, I think I don't think you bring him up on charges, but you definitely can't fly anymore.
All right,
you can't fly anymore.
Okay, well that's our episode, everybody. We got to the bottom of Flight. Oh, sorry, Eric. There's more.
I have a flight related question.
Okay.
Real quick, do you guys think you could land a plane?
Nope.
I know that I couldn't. Because I know that I couldn't because I like flight simulator games. We have the technology to all of us to know and learn how to fly.
Yeah.
I have the whole yoke. I have the pedals. I have throttle. I have a whole. If I wanted to, I could.
The yoke.
Right. The yoke is this, and then there's this.
That is right.
There's the other term for the one that's more like a steering wheel, though. Isn't the yoke? The yoke, I think, is the one when you see fighter pilots going like, but then there's another term for the one that's more like a steering wheel.
Isn't it all just one thing now?
Oh no!
You pull it.
No,
I need to go watch.
If you're flying like
Maverick
a Spitfire, it's going to be this. But if you're flying a 747, it might be something that looks
probably
like
a
steering wheel that goes 4D. But I can do takeoffs. I can fly. Landing, I can't do.
That's the most important part.
It's the hardest. It's the hardest part.
That is the most important part.
I would argue the takeoff is the most important part.
I don't know. Get me up there. I would rather know for sure you can get me down once you get me up there.
But without the takeoff, it's not flying, right? You can't crash unless you take off.
I would rather fail at getting up. Like, sorry, we
yeah.
can't get this thing off the ground. Oh, shucks.
I will-
Other than we're already up there and it's like, hey, guys, got a surprise for you.
I hear you. I hear you. Let me pose a scenario. And I know Eric was trying to get us on track with this, and we've completely taken it away from it. Let me pose a scenario. You're in the cockpit of a plane. You're going to take off.
Mm-hmm.
You full throttle up.
Yeah.
You can't take off because you screw it up. You crash it, die in a fire on the runway.
That sucks.
Does that suck worse than you got up, you looped around once, tried to land, and then crashed into fire on the runway? People go, what a loser.
No, I think
couldn't even get into the sky.
I think I'd rather the first one.
Really?
Yeah, if the first one sounds more sudden.
Okay. All right.
I don't want that feeling of like, oh, we're going down. You know?
It might be better for you, but everyone
For
would
me.
agree that you're way more of a loser that you couldn't take
Eric,
off.
tiebreaker.
Eric, do you think you're more of a loser if you crash during takeoff or landing?
Oh, it's definitely more of a loser if you crash during takeoff, especially if your name has Sky in it and you couldn't even make it up there.
Oh my God, could you
Wow.
imagine?
This is why I'll never be a pilot, though. I'm cooked, bro. I'd never
You'd
even
either be
try
the
that.
best pilot in the world or, yeah, you couldn't be a pilot.
No, I couldn't do it, bro. I couldn't do it.
Anyway, landing is really, really hard.
Yeah.
The speed of that you need to manage, and it's too many. Yeah.
Maybe keep trying. Keep track. Listen, that's what this show is about. It's
Just keep
about,
trying.
going through your trials and tribulations. And I would like for by the end of whenever we're done creating character, you have not only created character within yourself, but you've learned how to land a plane if you need to.
Is that an important skill? Is knowing how to fly an important skill to have?
If you're in a business that flies a lot,
Yeah, but say
accidents
you're
happen.
not. Say you're not. You're just like
If you
us.
ever travel, it's good to know.
How to fly? How
It's
to
good
land
to
a
know.
plane?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, if you're ever going to
Good skill.
if you're ever going to go out on water, it's good to know how to swim.
That's true.
Yeah, but
That is
you
true.
fly more than the rest of us.
Yeah, that's why I say I'm cooked. If anything ever happens, it's a wrap, bro. I'm done.
Yeah. What if you know how they go? Is there a doctor on the plane? They go, is there anyone here who knows how to do a vertical suplex? Your hand
If
shoots up.
anybody gets ornery on a plane, I got you. But like, if anyone's like, does anyone know how to land this thing? I'm gonna be like calling you, like,
Yeah.
hey man,
I'll boot up
can
the
you talk me
simulator.
through this?
I'll boot up the simulator. Oh, I just crashed. Hold on, let me try again.
I don't know why I didn't call air traffic control.
No,
but-
no. They were no help.
Yeah.
When you're on the plane, you're flying all the time. You're back there now. Are you keeping an eye on the other passengers as they're kind of getting in and like you're clocking them, going like, keeping an eye on this guy? Like you don't know,
Keeping an eye on
or
them.
you just like letting them walk by you, or are you just going like,
Nah.
I keep an eye on this guy.
I'm on TikTok watching bear attack videos mostly. To be honest with you.
What is it? I don't understand. You think? Do you do that, Eric? When you're on the plane, are you vetting the passengers? Because there's already been like multiple stages of security, ridiculous layers of security to get through before you even reach the plane.
Right. But sometimes people get there early. They have, I gotta have a
Drinks.
tequila soda. Let me have a beer or two.
Okay.
Someone's gotta keep an eye, help out the other passengers. Who better than me, the guy in the middle seat in row 31? So
Yeah,
The guy in the middle seat.
He always picks
the guy in the
middles.
middle, I gotta climb over some people, but then I got you.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, there are a lot of videos of people getting out of control. Frankie Kazarian, he told me once he had to like take a guy down on a plane.
Really?
Yeah, and hold a guy
What?
down. Yeah, and hold a guy down till they landed. We'll have to ask him about it when we get on the show.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Wow, that's wild. I've never been on a plane where something like that happens. All my flights are normal flights.
There was a flight. I saw some headline where it was like a Southwest flight going out of Burbank a couple weeks back, and they like almost hit another plane, so they
saw
had to
that.
like drop
Like a
450 feet.
Yeah.
Can you imagine dropping 450 feet?
I wonder if I'd notice it.
Oh, you would. Apparently, everyone was screaming.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
That is a
Yeah.
lot. Yeah.
I don't.
It's like a
I
roller
travel all the
coaster.
time. I still don't like turbulence.
No. Well, I think
I hate
anyone
it.
out there that goes, you know what my favorite thing about flying is the turbulence.
You'd be
Needs to
surprised.
be examined.
That my-
That's
my-
someone that Eric's vetting as they get on the plane.
My flight attendant friend said she likes turbulence. She's just like, oh yeah, it's
well,
comforting.
it's a change for her,
was like,
maybe.
what? And you know what's funny too is
crazy.
when the turbulence gets too bad, you like stop what you're doing. Like I'll take my headphones off, like that's gonna do anything. I'm like,
Yeah. How long is this gonna go on?
Like I'll take my headphones off. Wait, am I? Do I need to hear some stuff?
Yeah. What could you do? Can I be of service?
I always feel better though when the pilot is like, "Oh, we're going to be going through some mild turbulence." Blah blah blah. I'm like, okay, it's expected.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, and we'll wrap up the flight talk in a moment. There was a while where I was kind of afraid of flying, and at the time I was flying a lot. But I had one of those things where like our flight kind of just abruptly dropped, and it just shook me. And so after that, every flight I was afraid. And there was a guy that was sitting next to me, and apparently he had studied airplanes, and he knew almost everything there was to know about airplanes. And so he was just like, "Oh yeah, there's no reason to be scared. There's this, and then when you hear this is what's happened," and blah 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 blah. And I was like, okay, and I was starting to feel really good about it. And then right before takeoff, I saw him dip his head and pray, and I was like,
"Come on, dog.
Yo,
come on, man.
All this knowledge he has, and he still thinks we need extra help."
Yeah.
So I got scared again.
Yeah.
And I dipped my head and prayed too. I was like, "Hey, I'm right there with you."
I saw something recently because it was a video of just a plane going through turbulence, and the wing is just boing, boing,
Yeah, they're
boing.
made to do that.
But everyone was reacting as though it was really scary, but then some sort of aviation engineer chimes in and says, "Let me show you what it's tested at."
Oh yeah.
And you could wrap that wing around the whole airplane if you really wanted to.
That's weird.
So the amount, whatever amount you've seen, the maximum that it's bent from a window through turbulence, it can do 10 times that much bend and still be fine. We just don't realize it.
That's super weird.
So
I want to jump to something else. We're surprisingly almost done.
That's just crazy.
We've talked about
nothing.
almost nothing, but it's been fun.
Yeah.
And maybe Eric, maybe you can look this up because I can't remember the name of it. There is a bridge. I want to say it's in Virginia or something, and it goes over water as most bridges do, and it's like 24 miles long.
Okay.
And I was seeing a video about it, and like people get freaked out driving over it. Some of them have to like pull over because they get like,
it's too much.
Somehow it said they get lost. I don't know how you get lost. You just go straight, but like but when you really think about it, it sounds kind of intimidating because like 24 miles at one point, you're not seeing any land.
Yeah.
You're just over water. And I don't even think it's a like lifted up bridge. I think it's like there's the bridge and then there's the water. Like, so you're like right on the water. And I can't remember what it's called, but it sounds insane.
That is wild.
Yeah. So I looked it up. It's in Louisiana. It's the Lake Pontchartrain Causeway. They just call it the Causeway. It is 23.875 miles long. It is 15 feet above.
Oh,
that's
right there.
That's nothing.
Right
That's
there.
it.
Well, because it's a lake, right? So it doesn't have to worry about currents.
That's
and tides.
crazy, though.
Yeah,
24 miles. Like that would be freaky.
Yeah,
I don't like bridges either. Because ever since when I was a kid and they had that earthquake in the Bay Area and the Bay Bridge like collapsed on itself, I saw that as a kid, and ever since then I've been like, no, fuck bridges.
Yeah,
I don't like bridges. That sucks.
You ever see Final Destination 5?
No,
don't.
Yeah, I probably shouldn't.
Can I get us on track a little bit?
Yeah,
I mean, I know we're close on time or whatever. We're trying to not have these be 55-minute episodes. The last few we've really sort of let go. We're trying to quell them,
rein it in a bit,
tighten it up
just a bit. I actually want to talk to James about something.
All right.
Great.
Because there was some news.
I'm gonna get drunk.
That came out. Yeah,
you said there wasn't tequila in there. Scotch though.
Yeah, I didn't say anything about vodka. No, just kidding.
There's some news that came out, James. There's a brand new video game that you are writing for?
There is, yeah. So we've talked about in the past, one of the things that I do, one of the many hyphenates between my job descriptions of professional wrestler and podcaster is writer. And more specifically, I've written a couple video games. And the most recent one, it's so interesting how video games work. Movies aren't too dissimilar, but with a movie, you might write a movie and then they'll announce that the movie is going to get made, and then the movie eventually comes out, and it happens over the course of maybe a year.
Right.
But video games are very different, and the development cycle is different. But it was recently announced because there was a major event in Germany, Gamescom, and it was announced that there's a new Halloween game.
Oh, okay.
So Michael Myers,
Yeah.
that franchise, there's a new game based on that franchise, and I've been working on it for a while. I'm part of a writing team, and Eric was like, you should talk about it. And I was like, the funny thing is, I can't really talk about anything yet publicly, of course. But it's really cool. I've this company that I work with, Illfonic. I've worked with them in the past on many of their several games, IPs. They did a Ghostbusters game that I wrote for them on, and they've done original things. They did a Predators game, so they're really good about working with IPs and trying to adhere to. They take on things, and I go, "Are you scared? The fandom for this is going to be huge." And they're like, "We believe in the project, and we are fans too, so we're okay with it." But yeah, so to long story long, I am writing. I am writing on a Halloween
That's sick.
video game, which is really, really cool. And I'm really, as someone who loves that franchise, and loves horror and stuff like that, I'm writing on that game, and I think I'm really excited.
That's good, man. I'm excited. I will get that game when it comes out, just because I want to see what you did. And then also, one of the things that comes to my mind is signal to all the wrestling companies out there. AEW, WWE, he wrestles and he writes. TNA, just putting it out there.
I wrestle and I write.
Wrestles and he writes.
Yeah. A gimmick, that could be my gimmick, where I have a quill and a pad, and
That's right.
I have.
Or you could be a writer.
No. We're talking on camera. It's the gimmick. Oh, I see. I'm just basically Jericho with the list again.
Scroll.
You've made the script.
It's a good role.
Yeah.
It's a good role. No, congratulations.
Thank you.
That's seriously cool. That's awesome. And I will be getting that game when it comes out. Do we have any idea when it will? It's probably a couple of years.
The only thing that I know, because it's in the trailer, is 2026. But there's so many moving parts with game development that I can be in my little hovel working with my team on this stuff. Well, so many amazing, brilliant ideas are coming up in a place.
Yeah.
In a different part of the country, and a different team. But yeah, that was recently. Now that was very exciting, because I wasn't even sure when I would get to talk about it.
Yeah.
But now I get to at least mention that I'm a part of it.
Well, I'm glad.
Was this ever a thing where you're like, man, I would love, like, before this, you're just like, oh man, I would love to like get my hands on something like Halloween, like that was a thing that you were like a fan of, that you would love to like kind of do stuff with?
That's what I was actually just about to say. I'm glad you were able to secure something that you have like a vested interest in.
Right.
Yeah. I don't know how it works, because obviously I didn't have any say. I wasn't like, hey, company, go track down this IP. I want to write for it.
That was.
But to the
use that for your
that's
writer
how I
character.
talk.
This
That's
is
good.
good.
But I was going to say that was very close to something that I'd like to get through this episode without.
Okay, great.
Okay. I'm not going to say the name, but go ahead.
I think I might know.
Yeah, I know. Let's go.
But I think, tying it back into what this podcast is about, if you have something that you're passionate about, and you don't have to always be pursuing it, but you can always have it in the back of your mind, is this is something that created me. I grew up playing video games. I grew up watching movies. I decided I wanted to be a writer and a performer, and pursued those things. So it seems now, I didn't expect, as a kid, you don't sit there thinking, I'm going to write video games. Some people do, but I didn't. I just said, I like to write and I love video games. And I kept those things in my life, and they're a part of my life. So when the opportunity came to write a video game, I had the prerequisite knowledge and the confidence that I could do it. And so the same thing happens with these IPs. It's funny because I love movies, I love video games, I love writing and performing, and now I'm writing a video game inspired by a movie.
Yeah.
So you have all these tools, and you don't always know when you're going to need the tools in your box. But the most important thing is to keep gathering tools so you can use them when the opportunity happens.
Yeah.
So did I ever think, no, I would be doing this? But I also never thought I'd be writing Ghostbusters. I loved Ghostbusters as a kid. I grew up with Ghostbusters. So when they came to me and they said, will you write a Ghostbusters game? I went, are you joking?
Yeah.
And can you? I go, yeah, I know how all these characters sound because I've seen the movie a million times. And the same thing goes for Halloween, you know? So you don't, you can't predict it. And, I'm sure out there in the ether are hundreds of projects that I'm completely wrong for.
Yeah.
But I try and make myself as prepared for anything that comes along. So
we bounced around a lot in this episode, but I'm really happy we were able to land on something significant and useful. And so people can walk away. You said it yourself. The best way to describe it is keep gathering tools.
Yeah.
You never know when you're going to need them.
Learn how to land a plane.
I'm saying, though.
It's just another tool.
I'm saying,
it's
though.
just another tool. Preparation.
If you figure that out, I'm saying we might be on the same flight. And they're like, oh, no, the pilot, he's sick. And I'm just going to be like,
I pat you on the shoulder. I go, Sky, I got this. Hard cut to the. it just cuts to the news report of like plane crashes.
Well, see, yeah,
2 dead.
That's. I guess you have a better chance of surviving like that than on the takeoff. Like you don't have the opportunity to switch things out. So
yeah, that's true. That's true.
We did it.
We did it. We nailed it.
I'm impressed. We hit that 30-minute. We said something significant. Sky got to talk about watching more videos about bears. This episode really had it.
We got through without a certain impression that we always do.
It was close.
Yep, it was close.
It got very close.
Oh my God, that was a good episode, man. You went to Scotland, you came back, you landed, new episode, boom, in the books.
Boom.
I love it. This is good. We're firing up, baby. This is nice.
Someone's got to listen to the big. Who are these three?
Yeah.
What do they do? How do they get this podcast? What's going on? They're on.
Why is one of them going to Scotland?
15 or 16? What's going on? Every week they do this?
Yeah. Every single week on Thursdays. Tune in.
Yeah. Before we ruin the tight fit of this podcast that was perfect, I just want to remind everyone, if you want more of this, make sure to follow us on socials, Instagram and YouTube, Creating Character Pod. You can get all kinds of bite-sized clips, posts. Eric will probably respond to you in the comments,
what happens,
all kinds of stuff. Make sure to follow us there. Every Thursday you can get another podcast, and if you want to follow me and my journey more closely, just search for James Willems. I'm on Instagram. I'm on Blue Sky. And Sky, where can people find you?
If you want to see me and my crazy Instagram stories, follow on Instagram at Scorpio Sky, TikTok Scorpio Sky Official, and Threads Scorpio Sky as well.
Can you?
Thank you. God bless you.
In TikTok, share out like how Instagram has stories. Does it?
TikTok they have stories on TikTok.
Did you just post a lot of bear stuff?
I don't really post any stories on TikTok.
Well, you should.
I should.
You should.
I should.
Yep.
Follow and I will. Eric,
you got to repost stuff, man. Just start reposting stuff.
I do
every time
actually
you run into a
repost.
bear attack, repost.
Yeah, I should.
Yeah.
I should.
Anyway, find me at Eric Bador on everything. I repost a lot of stuff on TikTok. A lot of creatures, a lot of accidents. I was on Cartel TikTok for a while. You guys been on Cartel TikTok?
Cartel Talk. No, I haven't.
Yeah.
No. Is that like steak night
maybe I'll tell you about it on the next episode. I don't want to keep this too long, but check it out.
Okay.
Awesome. Well, Sky, thank you. Eric, thank you. And everyone, we'll see you next week for another episode of Creating Character. Bye.